Let's dive into the world of the orca, one of the ocean's most remarkable predators. Known as killer whales, orcas are actually the largest members of the dolphin family, not whales at all. They're found in every ocean, from the Arctic to the tropics, thanks to their incredible adaptability. Scientists have identified different orca ecotypes, each with unique diets, hunting techniques, and even their own dialects, like distinct cultures within the species. Some pods hunt seals, others chase salmon, and a few even target great white sharks. Their streamlined bodies and black and white camouflage make them expert hunters, while echolocation helps them navigate and find prey. Orcas live in tight-knit family pods led by matriarchs, communicating with a complex language of clicks and calls. They hunt, play, and teach their young together, passing down knowledge through generations. This intelligence and social structure have led to a fascinating, and sometimes tense, relationship with humans. So, how did orcas and humans end up in conflict? It all started with a sound. As commercial fishing expanded, orcas learned to associate the noise of fishing boats and hydraulic winches with easy meals. Instead of chasing prey for hours, they realized they could simply follow boats and snatch fish off long lines as they were hauled up. This behavior, called depredation, began in places like Antarctica in the 1990s, where orcas stripped Patagonian toothfish from fishermen's lines. The orcas learned to pluck fish delicately, avoiding hooks, a testament to their intelligence. This new technique spread quickly, passed from pod to pod. Older orcas taught the young, and soon entire populations were raiding fishing lines. The fishermen had unintentionally created a buffet, and the orcas were clever enough to take advantage. This set the stage for a growing conflict between two top predators. The battle for the ocean's bounty had begun. Orcas didn't just stumble onto this new food source, they mastered it. They learned to recognize specific fishing boats, ignoring others, and targeted only those hauling in fish. Their technique is precise, swimming alongside the line, shaking fish off hooks, or even bending hooks to free the catch. Mothers teach calves these skills, passing down a learned tradition rather than instinct. As fishermen changed tactics, orcas adapted, swimming faster, following boats to new grounds, and learning fishing schedules. This cultural transmission means the problem spreads rapidly. Orcas constantly refine their methods, staying one step ahead of human efforts. It's a dynamic, evolving contest of intelligence. The orca's ability to learn and teach makes them formidable opponents. For fishermen, it's like playing chess against a grandmaster who never stops learning. The stakes, and the frustration, keep rising. Orcas have developed a playbook of strategies to outsmart fishermen. In Alaska, pods appear the moment a boat's hydraulic winch starts. Having learned this is the signal for an easy meal, they work together, coordinating attacks on both ends of a long line, communicating underwater to maximize their haul. Sometimes they even create currents with their flukes to shake fish loose for others. Patience is key. They'll shadow boats for days, waiting for the perfect moment. Orcas distinguish between gear types, targeting only lines with accessible fish and ignoring others. They know which boats and methods are worth their effort. This isn't random theft, it's calculated, coordinated, and highly intelligent. For fishermen, every haul is a gamble against these ocean tacticians. The orca's strategies keep evolving, making them a constant challenge at sea. Fishermen, desperate to protect their catch, have tried everything to outsmart the orcas. Moving to new fishing grounds rarely works. The orcas follow, tracking boat engines for miles. Acoustic deterrents, from loud noises to seal-like bangs, only work briefly before orcas learn to ignore them. Sometimes these sounds even become a new dinner bell. Physical barriers like protective sleeves or decoy lines have been tested, but orcas quickly adapt. Each new tactic is met with a countermove, turning the conflict into a high-stakes chess match. The orca's intelligence forces fishermen to innovate constantly. Some gear modifications offer hope, but nothing is foolproof. The battle of wits continues, with both sides learning and adapting. For every human innovation, the orcas seem to find a workaround. It's a relentless cycle of challenge and response. Every time fishermen think they've found a solution, orcas prove them wrong. Acoustic deterrents lose their effect as orcas habituate to new sounds. In the Crozet Islands, steel cages protected fish, until orcas learned to grab them just before they entered the cage. Stealth tactics, like drifting back to lines with engines off, failed. Orcas simply waited, knowing the routine. The orca's ability to understand and exploit the entire fishing process is remarkable. When fishermen switched to pot-based systems, orcas couldn't access the fish. But this method is costly and not always practical. Orcas adapt by targeting boats still using traditional gear. The message is clear: if there's a loophole, orcas will find it. Their intelligence turns every new defense into another puzzle to solve. The conflict is a testament to their adaptability and a challenge for human ingenuity. The ocean's smartest hunters refuse to be outsmarted. This battle isn't just a spectacle, it has real consequences. For fishermen, orca raids can mean losing up to 100% of a catch, threatening livelihoods and entire communities. Costs rise as they travel farther and spend more time at sea, while stress and frustration mount. For orcas, the risks are real, too. Swallowing hooks, entanglement, and dependence on an artificial food source. Young orcas may miss out on learning traditional hunting skills, making them vulnerable if fishing boats disappear. The conflict can also damage the orca's reputation, leading to dangerous confrontations. In the past, some fishermen resorted to violence, thankfully now illegal in most places. Both sides are caught in an unsustainable struggle. The stakes are high and the need for a solution is urgent. The future of fishing communities and orca populations hangs in the balance. Finding a way forward is critical for both. So, what's the answer? Scientists, fishermen, and conservationists are working together for solutions. Orca-proof fishing gear, like enclosed pots, has nearly eliminated depredation in some fisheries, but it's not a universal fix. Innovations continue. Shielded hooks, mild electric deterrents, and new gear designs are being tested. Communication networks help fishermen avoid orca hotspots, reducing losses and negative encounters. Collaboration and shared knowledge are key. Scientists use satellite tags and acoustic monitoring to better understand orca behavior and predict their movements. The best solutions will combine technology, strategy, and a deep understanding of orcas. Progress is slow, but the spirit of cooperation offers hope. With creativity and teamwork, coexistence is possible. The story of orcas and fishermen is a lesson in adaptation and coexistence. The future could be an endless arms race, or a new era of collaboration. Smarter fishing practices and advanced gear could make catches inaccessible to orcas, reducing conflict. Real-time tracking and communication can help avoid confrontations altogether. The key is seeing orcas not as pests, but as intelligent fellow inhabitants of the ocean. Blaming them misses the point. They're simply adapting to changes we've made. Instead, we must use our own intelligence to adapt in return. This conflict challenges us to be more creative and thoughtful stewards of the sea. By working with, not against, these brilliant animals, we can secure a future for both fishermen and orcas. The ocean is big enough for both, if we're smart enough to make it work.